Hey everyone, hope you're having a fantastic day. Season 14 saw an increase of the level cap, which means the race is on to unlock more Apex packs, get your free heirloom, and hit that new max level. I'm here to tell you what the best and fastest way is to level up right now. Do me and yourself a favor, hit that like button, and I hear you're guaranteed to get an heirloom. Right off the top, there's a few boosts and massive things that you do want to know. Since the level cap did get adjusted, we now have prestiging or tiers of levels, 2,000 levels in total. You probably already know this. In general, and other than the first 57 levels, which do require less experience, the first tier of 500 levels require 18,000 experience per level. After this though, tiers 2, 3, and 4, the experience point breakdown is outlined as on screen for you. If you are unaware, it actually accelerates upwards. It starts with 18k and goes all the way up to 36,000 when you do get to the upper portion of that tier, and it will do this for each tier, and this means that the grind is going to be real when you do get to this level. Unlocking legends really is a non-factor in the long run, but oftentimes you want to get more EXP faster to simply unlock more legends, and if you do not know, you'll get a new legend every 20 levels or so as you get 600 tokens per level. This really starts at level 3 though, so 23, 43, 63, and so on, as you don't get as many tokens for the first 3 levels. One pretty sizable boost you will want is to play with dedicated squad mates who also have the battle pass. This will net you more experience if you are looking to get the most out of your gains, as each player can get up to a 100% boost in their top 5 and win EXP rates, which does mean up to a 300% bonus when you stack in your 2 teammates. Let's quickly go over experience gains in arenas, as if you are looking for blazing fast gains, arenas actually is very good, and it's also much simpler than the BR. The biggest thing to know about your arena EXP is that winning rounds is honestly the best experience you can get. You get 300 XP for just winning a round, which means if you are winning 3 rounds of an arena game in just a few minutes, you're getting 900 experience just for the rounds, and you will get a bonus 500 experience for the win, which can be a nice 1500 EXP or so if you are playing with that 3 stack that also has the bonus. This is kind of it for arena games, as you only get a mediocre 15 EXP per kill, and you'll get the typical 3 EXP per second that you are alive, which means a quick 3-minute or so win is going to give you a bonus 540 experience points just for surviving. In a 4 to 5 minute game, you can expect about 2,500 to 3,500 experience points depending on what your bonus is, which is good, but you really need to be winning the game for this method to be worth it. And you also got to be very efficient with it. Before we move on, I should state that the queue times in arena are simply just longer as well. In fact, it can be substantially longer, and if you are going the route of stomping on lobbies, you are going to spend a lot more time in the lobby, which is never a good thing, as you are just hurting the ceiling of your experience point gains. If the arena gets more popular, this won't be as big of an issue, but for right now, I think it is. For quickly stomping on your arena games, you can reasonably expect to get 1 win in every 8 or so minutes, which means you are getting something like 22,000 experience points an hour in a perfect world. The only alternate method for arena games is to play long games, and this is by dragging out your matches, going the full 9 rounds, getting a ton of survival time experience points, and some more round wins in there. I kind of don't think that this method is worth it though, and if you are looking to play longer games, you should just go to the Battle Royale. A quick shout out to the sponsor of this video, Glitch Energy. Days come and days go, but one thing does remain: Glitch continues to give me the boost of energy and focus to stomp on those lobbies. The After Dark starter kit is the definitive thing to grab if you are unsure as to what flavors you want, and you will get a glow-in-the-dark shaker as well. Be sure to check out the link in the description if you do want something delicious to drink, and of course, continued thanks to them for the support on the content that we do produce around here. What most of us play day to day is the Battle Royale, and getting experience points in the BR actually can fluctuate greatly from game to game. But there's a few major things to be aware of, and the biggest is absolutely your survival time. For every second that you are alive, you're getting 3 EXP points. Take that in really quickly, because that is where the majority of your experience points are going to be coming from. In our example of a 12-minute game, which is pretty quick, that if you do win, you're going to get 2,160 experience points just for living and breathing. In comparison, if you get a kill on a player, you're getting 50 EXP, which means every 16 to 17 seconds, you're getting a kill's worth of experience. Basically, this means getting kills generally is not that important as your sheer ability to survive. A nice win that is nothing outlandish might be something like an 8-kill win, and in this instance, you're going to get another 400 experience. The third thing to be aware of is going to be the win bonus experience of 900 and the top 5 of 300. This is why playing with some friends or a pre-made team is actually pretty important, as getting a top 5 means up to 900, and a win means up to 2,700 bonus experience, which in its own can almost be more than an entire match of survival experience. On screen are the remainder of the items that can reward experience points, but for the most part, most of these are really just random and not in your control, such as reviving or respawning teammates or killing the kill leader. The one thing that you do have some control over though is a quarter experience per point of damage. This is honestly not that much though, as getting a decent 2000 damage game means a bonus 500 EXP, which is not even 3 minutes of just staying alive. While all these other things really are not that important, they all do add up, as you can see. If you are a highly skilled player getting 8 or more kills a game and at least 2000 damage, this is actually going to excel your rate of leveling quite a bit. This is evident by the rough 5,000 to 8,000 experience points per game for a win. A good baseline to achieve would be an average of 3 kills a game, maybe 1,000 damage, which is a little bit on the upper side, a top 5, and surviving about 78 minutes, which is another 1,350 experience points per game, which is probably about 7 games an hour, at least for my example, and 16 to 17,000 experience per hour, which is pretty conservative. And honestly, if you do get a win in there, the bonuses really do add up, and you are going to get something like 22 to 25,000 experience an hour. My biggest recommendation when it does come to grinding levels in the Battle Royale is absolutely just surviving and making sure that you are not dying off spawn. You don't need a rat or land obnoxiously far away, but it is definitely advised to make sure you're not just blowing your game right off the drop. You don't want to miss getting a gun, you're dead, and then you're really not getting any experience. Not to mention that the longer you do just survive, the more likely you are to trigger that top 5 and of course the win bonuses. Really though, just playing the game is key, as building skill and getting better on its own is going to mean just gaining more experience points, and you're just going to get more kills and be able to survive just as long. I think playing whatever mode you want to play is the way to go, but the Battle Royale is going to be a little bit more friendly for reliable gains, as you don't need to grind and dominate like you do in arenas. Be sure to check out this video right here though for some insane weapon combos so you can dominate your opponents, and of course get those EXP gains. As always, happy gaming, legends.